This is Jason Pegler here, owner of Chipmunka Publishing, the social enterprise, the mental health publishing company. Just here today to give you my update really of what's going on, what the latest news is, and I've been giving these videos I would say on average about maybe once a week over the last 3 or 4 months, and this is the weekly update really. So I'm just here today to give you the update on everything that's happening in the company, to tell you what I'm excited about, what I'm looking forward to. What have I been doing this week? Well, actually we had some great news earlier in the week. I had a recording from Stephen Fry, who I'm very fortunate to know personally, and he's done a 1 minute 12 seconds recording on audio endorsing Chipmunka Publishing, which I'm absolutely thrilled about. Of course, you know, Stephen Fry is one of the brightest sparks in the world really, and a super talented, mega lovely guy, so that's fantastic. Also, I've been talking to the Arts Council this week about we've got funding for the next 3 years, which is really good. Has been reduced by about a third or something, but it's still really helpful. So I'm talking about that I'm doing a business plan with NABO, and I'm talking about this National Association of Business Owners, who I've signed up with until August next year. So I'm a big fan of those guys, and we've got a meeting with the head of commercial services at mine tomorrow. This guy is really helpful, and he's going to help me. He's really going to help position me and Chipmunka in a bit more in the mental health consultancy world. So that's quite exciting as well. So about doing maybe some joint venturing on some products possibly. I'm winding down Infusionsoft. So as an automated marketing tool, I found it's been quite a hard slog over the last few months, and I found it's just not working out 100%. There's some bugs in the program, and it's also really complicated, but there are some bugs in it, things just not working. You know, like you change something, you think it's changed and it hasn't actually changed. So which is really unfortunate actually, because it's got kind of huge potential, but it's definitely the best move for the company. I'm absolutely sure on that. And so we'll be going back to Zencart for our emailing. Of course, we've already got Zencart. It's open source, it's with the shop, and just be learning Zencart better really, and looking at other things as well. I found some free webinar tools, Powwow now, which is really interesting. I'm looking at that. I know one guy, Jonathan J, uses that, and it works really well, so that we can have webinars up to 30 people. We have a seminar on the 17th of February, and I've got this ridiculous deal at the moment that if you pay £69 to come to that normally retails at £129, and I basically nearly filled that seminar on the 16th of November, and everyone paid £129 for that. But this time around I didn't do as much marketing on it, so I'm offering £69 for that seminar on the 17th if you book before the 17th of February. Plus, if you attend that one, you'll get to, it's called mental health, writing on mental health and empowerment. So you do a series of writing exercises, and I make you write happy, positive, creative writing prompts, and look to really help you in whatever area, and give you some really cool tips on personal development, and we do some exercises together and have a laugh basically. But also you get for free, completely free, which is on the 21st of March, how to be a successful author seminar. When I did a market survey recently, this is was the most popular product that people wanted, was to know how to become a successful author. This is existing authors and people who are not authors, who just like us because we are publishing, and they might have some kind of mental health affinity. So These seminars are really designed for 3 people, so service users, clients who work with people with mental health, and carers, designed at these 3 people. That if you just want to learn to write, how to write, or to have the confidence to write happy things or to be published, you're welcome. This is what I find is interesting, is that people come for different reasons, but that is really designed for service users, mental health service providers and carers. And of course, if you're interested in writing, you want to develop your writing. And it's also useful really to people who want to learn how to promote themselves better, maybe even for their own business and things like that, because that will be kind of relevant. And certainly be talking about growing your own brand, as an individual. So might be someone starting out who's self-employed and then setting up a social enterprise or a charity or a business, and is really looking to kind of grow their reach. And what else will I be doing this week? Well, I'll pop in and see Duke Mackenzie in his boxing gym today, and looking at doing some joint ventures with him. He's a really cool guy, the only English boxer to win world titles at 3 different weights. Not even like Ricky Hatton or Joe Calzaghe did that. So, and he's a very old friend of Frank Bruno. They were about the same age. I think there's only like 1 year difference between their age or something. The guy's just an amazingly nice guy. He does some great projects with Croydon Mind. He won a national award with that. So I'm looking at doing potential funding applications with him where we can do seminar. I've still got this big seminar in July, which is £199. There's a price for that at the moment for 3 days. So those are kind of the some of the big products. Last book we had about 7 books out. This week we'll be getting more books together. We're looking at putting more of our books on iBooks. I think we've got about half of them on iBooks at the moment, and what we're having to do is to resubmit the files, because it's very complicated actually, because it all depends how the files were written in the first place. What were they written on? What kind of software isn't my strongest point, so let me try and explain to you. Depends what they were written in on the first place, how they were kind of formatted, what kind of images are in them, and all these kinds of things. And they have to be compatible with Lightning Source to put them into iBooks, because that's the vehicle that we put them in. So we will get there, and we've got a special volunteer who is going to be working on that. We're also going to do some tagging on Amazon, so look at all the books and tagging the themes that are on our website and putting those themes on Amazon so that your books become more searchable. Really important in Kindle in the long term, and massively important through Amazon, because it's just we sell more books through Amazon than anywhere else by a mile, really. Even now, even though there's so many channels that we sell through. Even with the Amazon on its own, with the paperbacks, it used to be the most, and then it kind of got caught up in other areas. But now with the Kindle, then it's even more so. So Amazon is really important for us, as it is for most publishers, really. What else are we going to be doing this week? Well, we'll be trying to get out some new titles and some fast tracks. So look out for those. We'll be sending messages via Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. There'll be some videos of the seminar that's happening on the 17th, so just have a look for those videos. Find our YouTube channel, just search Chipmunka Publishing, CHIPMUNKA Publishing on YouTube, and look for the channel. One thing that surprised me, I got an email the other day from one of our authors in America, a lovely lady who actually came to the seminar in November, which was amazing actually. And she was saying how if you go to the promotion guide on our website, she copied and pasted everything, put it into a Word document. It's 12,500 words of free promotional advice. That's really a book in itself. So I might even just redo that and turn it into a little paperback. Maybe update it a little bit. but I'm always updating it on the website anyway. I just think it's a really good resource for anyone who wants to think of writing and being published, or going on publishing on their own, you know, self-publishing or whatever, or someone who's just interested in how to promote themselves in general, you know, how do you position yourself, even someone setting up a PR company or a marketing company, or, you know, someone who's setting up a business who has worked for someone else for a while and then wants to set something up themselves and isn't sure what works, what won't work. Of course, there's so much information on the internet, you can find what you want, but you can quite easily get distracted. And so I'm working on a 3-year business plan that goes until March 2015 at the moment. But the thing with this business plan is I've been using the business plan for about the last 4 months, and I have been using it near enough every day, so it's trying to keep it as short as possible so I can actually use it. And this is I think it's a good advice to anyone really doing business plans. Try and make them as I'm following like a 7-page plan model, and it's really useful. If I was to extend it, the first business plans I had, like in 2002, were like, started off at 20. I went on a business planning course in 2001, I think, and it started off about 20 pages, and then by 2004 it was probably about 60 pages, and it got to a stage where I was just, you know, I'd update it once a day, then once a week, then maybe once a fortnight, then maybe once a month, and then just get someone else to update it for me, maybe once a week, once a month, and then just, you know, it's quite easy to spend time just doing the business plan and then not doing the business. So never let that happen again. So I've really got to be really careful about that. So many exciting things at the moment. We've got a guy who couldn't make the last seminar. I won't say his name because, but he couldn't make the last seminar because he said he got there on the train and then he panicked and went home. So I saw that he was coming and he didn't come, so I just contacted him and I said, look, you've got to come to the seminar, you know, and what's the matter, you know, can I help you in any way? So we had a chat for a little bit, and I said, look, you can come to the next one for free, and if not, I'll give you an hour's mental health empowerment, as I call it, on the phone for free, which is it's something that I've wanted to do for years and years and years, which I've been asked to do so many times and said no, actually, most of the time. But sometimes I just do it to friends or even acquaintances who I don't really know, but I can just see in people's eyes if they are unhappy, you know, and I just tend to like mentoring people. It's just in my nature, really. And even if it's in social occasions and stuff like that, you know, like friends of friends and stuff like that. And so I'm charging £99 an hour for this service to speak to anyone for an hour and mentor them and try and sort their heads out. But this guy who was at the seminar, who paid for the seminar, he didn't come. I've given him 2 options. So I said, look, hopefully you can come to this seminar, and if not, then I'll give you an hour's mentoring for free. But we did have a little chat, and during that chat, what I did was I just had a chat with him, asked him, you know, what the matter was, and told him about a few things that helped me, and like some people that I've read in personal development and things like that. I recommended he went out and got Paul McKenna's Instant Confidence CD and book course, CD in a book, basically. So I recommended he went out and got that and just listened to the CD every night, and he did that. And he emailed me a really nice email back saying that something in him has changed. He is more positive, and he, you know, so just think sometimes it's such a simple thing that can help lift someone's own mental health spirits. And one thing I was looking at, actually, last night I was watching, you know, Ashley Banjo. the guy, the head of diversity, you know, the amazing street dance group. I just love those guys. And he's got his new show, what's it like, Ashley Banjo's Secret Street Dance Group or something. And what he had is he had 5 or 6 19 to 22 year olds who were actually, they all met at Dungeons and Dragons clubs. Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons, I remember that from, it was a cartoon, wasn't it? I can remember these sort of games that vaguely, you know. And, you know, they were seen as geeks, so he took them on a 3-week training course, and the amount of you know, ups and downs they went through over the 3 weeks, but you could see a transformation in their lives, and that's what they said, that they feel that their lives has really transformed, and they've become more confident, and dance can do that to people. And it's the same thing that, you know, writing about your experiences and being published can do that as well. And I'm sure like a million other things can do it as well. So for someone else it might be, you know, it could be learning how to cook or something, or I don't know, learning how to be a mum. You know, when you have a baby, you've got to, you know, there's no time for procrastination then, is it? You've got to get on with it. So there's so many different ways, and that's what really mental health empowerment is, kind of my way of, you know, a way that I believe I can help anyone if they have a conversation with me, they listen to me and they take action on what I'm saying. And of course I have to listen to them, pick out points, and then you know, try and help like that. I'm not suitable for coaching. I'm too opinionated for that. I'm quite a forceful personality, and but I do like to like to listen to people and deconstruct things. But I think, you know, sometimes if you can mentor someone, you can really get to someone a lot quicker. You know, every system has its benefits, you know, of course. That's why there's so many systems, right? And some suit more than others. So look out for new products this week on the website, and every week, if not this week. The Stephen Fry audio track, we're going to put that on the website at some point. Really excited about that. Might even give it as a download, so other people can download it. But I'd kind of like it on the homepage, you know, so that would be really good. And the plan really is to send, what my plan is to send a weekly author bulletin and a weekly customer bulletin. And then when it comes close to seminar, contact people 3 times a week, just so that we can fill up the space for the seminar. And because I want to meet as many people as possible, and, you know, really do want to meet as many people as possible, so they can get excited about it and get the most out of it, and, you know, make a big difference on the mental health and the lives of others, really. So love you lots, and take care. Have a wonderful day whenever you're watching this, or evening, or 5 minutes whenever you're watching this. It's, you know, we've only been speaking for about 20 minutes. Look out for the seminar on 17th February, and then you get the 21st of March free if you book that. So there's only a few days left for that now. Just have a look at new products on the website, and there's 63 free books at the moment on the website. You can download them all at once if you want, and you could probably figure out how to put that on your Kindle as well, but I'm not going to explain that to you. But you can do that. You can get your PDFs on there. Okay,